What's up, guys? It's Intense Investor here, coming at you again for another wonderful episode on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I got some bad news I got to report on. Some people's been asking me about what happened to the GPS robot. It did make a bad trade. It was actually a reverse trade that it made to try to recover when the market went down after it had a buy, and that's what caused it to actually blow my account. So that account I've been running for the past 2 years since the end of 2020 is now blown. I had about $1,000 in it. Now there's probably like 60 something dollars. I just wanted to show you guys what happened. If any of you track my FXBook links, then you know, you've looked at it. A couple people were really quick. They even saw it before I did, because I check it like maybe once a week or so, but other people also running the bot, so it'll have similar trades or even the same trade a lot of times, and they also noticed that. So just want to give an update on it, let you know what happened. I think if they configured the bot a little different, a lot of that could have been avoided as far as this massive drawdown that occurred. If it traded more just on technical analysis, which I'm going to go over that in a little bit. The RSI was actually in the 60 something range. So I don't know why it bought at that level. It really needs to buy like around in the 30 or 40 range. So that's something that could be improved, and I'll touch base on that when we look at the account. Let's just go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you what happened. Thank you. So here we are over on my VPS at forexvps.net. VPS has been great, honestly. The whole time I've been running this bot, I've been using it for 2 years. If you are interested in that VPS, I'll probably try to set up another bot in the future, a different bot to try out. It is a great VPS, so just keep that in mind. So here you can see this trade in question, the one that regged my account. So you see the blue arrow is the buy, and then the market actually had a pretty good dip. So then the bot thought it knew what it was doing. So the market went down. Normally when you have a buy, you hope the market goes up so you can sell for a profit. So the market goes down, it sells for a loss. And then you can see down here, it had this sell where it increased the lot size to 0.91, which was $931. It was going to try to make that $119 back. But instead, what it did, by increasing that lot size to try to make that back in a really quick short sell, it ended up losing all of my account pretty much. It was like a 94% drawdown, I think is what it said on MyFXBook. So at that point, the market actually went up. So if the market would have went down, it would have been able to make that money back. But instead, the market went up. So the reverse trade failed. So then it blew the account, right? That's what happened. So just looking at that, this is the only time this has happened to me in like 2 years, which is kind of crazy, but I just wanted to make this video to show you that it can happen. I wasn't going to try to keep selling this thing, since it did blow the account. I did have high hopes for it that it would keep performing like it had been, but just looking at that, it's no bueno. So let's look at a successful reverse trade. This one right here, you can see, he bought, it sold, it tried to do a short sell with the red arrow, but the market went up, so ended up blowing the account. So let me find, I might have to go back a little bit. I would get these reverse trades probably every couple of months or so. So here was one. Yeah, this was one right here. And see how high the RSI is? The RSI is up around 60. I would not buy if I was the bot. I would buy like if I'm down here under 30. It makes sense because then the market's probably going to run up. Then you can sell, around the 60 range. I don't know why the bot does that. Maybe it don't take the RSI into account, but that's a technical indicator for how the market's going to, it's one of them anyway, and a powerful one. If the market's overbought, the RSI is going to be high. If it's oversold, it's going to be low, like around 30. So here was a successful reverse trade where the bot bought, it sold, it was at a loss, And then what it did, it had a sell, a short sell, where it ups the lot size by a good bit. And then it was actually able to make that back in just that little bit right there where the other red arrow is. So that was successful. And then the one I just showed you, this one right here, was not successful and actually blew my account. That was this one. So let's go over to MyFXBook, and you can see the drawdown and just how that looks on the overall chart. It's pretty interesting when you see it. Here we are over at MyFXBook. Now you can see that my gain is minus 85%, down's 94%. And you can see right here where up to September, I was at 135% overall. And this was going back all the way to December 23rd, 2020. I'll leave the link on there if you want to go look at this, the aftermath, the destruction. It's a real account, but I went from 135% down to like minus, 85.70% on my account. And now my balance is $67. Yeah, it sucks because when you look at the statistics, everything looks good up until that point. 168 out of 190 trades were won. That's 88%. Only lost 12%. But then when you go back to like 2020, had a successful December. 2021, everything was positive every month. October, I had a minus 2%, but that was my fault. I actually sold something manually at a loss. 2022, everything was good. I had that 1 month that was like minus 3.9. I think that might have been my fault too, when I had to reset my VPS and it was in the middle of a trade. And then remember, this minus 94%. So I just want to be upfront, honest. That's the best thing. You guys can judge it for yourself. I think my account is probably the longest one that's been running, besides the guy that's got like $1 million or something in his account, which it's kind of funny to me that the guy that invented this, or when you go over to the website, that's Mark Larson, right? When you look at his account, you'll notice that he ain't never had anything like that occur. The funny thing to me is he's never really had anything like that happen on his account. And this is going back to 2012. He has had 37% drawdown, but 581% gain. So if he had one of these events happen, it would wipe out all that money. That's how fine a line that you're dealing with being wiped out, blowing your account, which is really scary. Because the bot can make one trade, I mean, totally wipe you out. That's why I never put like over $1,000 or $2,000 in it, because I didn't want to lose like $100,000 or something, because then I really would be sick to my stomach. So yeah, when you look at this, 94% won. This is on Mark Larson's account. It's just crazy. I had really high hopes for this, but you know, stuff happens. But just wanted to share it with you guys. Thought you'd find it interesting. I mean, you have that much success. I mean, going back almost 2 years now, and it blows it. So that's it. I'm going to leave it for everybody to see. You know, take it for what it is. But I hate it. You know, when it rains, it pours. The thing happened with the yield nodes. Stuff happened with GPS. There's a lot of other projects and stuff, especially in crypto, that's just went down the drain. So, you know, I guess it goes with everything else, with the bad economy and, you know, having bad news. Like, you know, it always comes in 3s or 4s, you know, not like 1s or 2s. That's what they always say, right? But anyway, that's really all I got for now. I just wanted to make a quick video on that and share that with you guys. And be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I do appreciate it. All the love and support. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.